Hey, folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Victoria 3 as Japan. And very excitingly, in the last episode, we finally passed interventionism. Holy cow, was that ever a slog to get it through government, but we did it. We're also close to completing the Honorable Restoration, all without a revolution. Again, we could have done this faster with a revolution, kicked out the shogunate faster, but they actually haven't been an issue. They've been crawling back a little bit of power recently, I think in part because a bunch of the events we were getting while trying to pass interventionism was boosting them. But as soon as this hits, they're going to take a dip. Now, it will be a problem if they become... Wait, are they part of the government? Right, of course. They join these guys. Oh, yeah, I have to boot them out of this. Oh, I can't. So this is stalled. Okay. We'll have to see... Maybe... You know what? I'm going to stop suppressing them. I'm going to start... Oh, I can't because they're in the government. Right. Okay, let me go back to bolstering someone else then. Yeah, right. I forgot about this. This has been stalled for a little while. Still, you know what? Nothing's going to reduce my joy from the fact that we have interventionism, which I've clearly been hyper-focused on at the expense of the Honorable Restoration, but that's okay. At least it didn't reset the entire meter. That would have been annoying. Yeah, so we're now building our mines and industries from our investment pool. Dynamite has been unlocked. That's going to be helpful. I might go reinforced concrete. What does shift work give us? More economy of scale. Well, we're nowhere near that right now. I think I like the idea of improved fertilizer. Let me take a look over here. So, dynamite. Yeah, we're going to enable dynamite at the coal mine, first of all, because we do have a shortage of that. I suspect we're going to need more explosives. Oh, I hate that it doesn't mouse over the explosives. Right now, yeah, we have a slight deficit. Not much. And, okay, I can turn on dynamite at these mines, because there's not a lot. And you know what? I'll do the gold mines as well. But we have a lot of iron mines, so I might not be able to do that. I think what I'm going to have to do is alt-click A, explosives. I don't understand the ordering of this. Because some parts of it are alphabetical and some parts aren't. I'm sure there's a reason they're in this order. I just don't know what they are. Suspect we'll need two, but I'm going to start with just the one. So maybe I will build a second one. Okay, done. There's some fluctuating prices over here, I think, as people are activating, disactivating. But we're going to switch our iron mines over to use the dynamite, and so that'll definitely put in some more demand for these guys, so that's going to be okay. All this coming out of the investment pool. How lovely. How very nice. Now, do we do the state religion? I mean, it's going to pass. It's going to give me a crap ton more, an extra 100 authority. And much better radicals and loyalists. Considering, I think, well, actually, this is interesting because when we do the Honorable Restoration, at some point we're going to get a thing that makes our people not... It's going to add something with Shinto. So right now, I mean, we already have a quarter of our people are Shinto, so actually I don't want to discriminate against them. Yeah. I'm not going to pass this. And I think that number is going to be increased when we go through some parts of this restoration, assuming we can start this again. Really with the ammunition. Just hire more people. I don't understand what's going on here. Maybe it's time to do the upgrade all. I mean, obviously that's going to shoot up the ammunition requirements. Well, let's wait for this to finish or to burn through a little bit more. Because we're going to have to build more ammunition buildings. Yeah, so this is going to generate a lot of radicals right now. But it would make 5 million individuals more loyal. It's actually crazy. But I think I have to resist it. Munitions industry. What do you want? You want a level 5 munition shop. Well, you know what? I think that kind of makes sense. No, just stay alphabetical here. Bring you to level 5 because I think there's going to be a giant demand for it. So once these start building, we're going to upgrade our army. Yeah. Yeah, we also need these coal mines. Okay, coal's getting very cheap. Explosives getting expensive, actually. All right, we need to go explosives. Oh yeah, this thing over here. And alt-click, alt-click. I'm going to do one more, because we still need to go and set our iron mines to, yeah, to dynamite. So even though it thinks that's going to cause the prices to go negative, we're about to generate a huge demand for explosives. And there's already a huge demand for explosives. A free university? Great. Industrialist pop attraction? Lovely. We don't need it quite as severely as we did before with the interventionism, but it's still going to be very helpful. Money go very positive, which is great because I want to be spending this on just pure government buildings. Universities, which actually, speaking of... Oh yeah, I have these in the queue over here still. And then government offices as well. I mean, we're fine in bureaucracy, but we still have some tax capacity to do, but that's all right. Okay. Yeah, I think just wait for these and then switch the iron mines. Maybe not all the iron mines at once. It might consume too many explosives. And then I would love to go... So in our Navy, let's start here. We're going to generate one light ship. Oh, we don't have... we need to move... Okay, no, we can do that. We need to change our military shipyards. We only have the one to steel hulls. Pharmaceuticals unlocked. Interesting. And then over here, we can now build... Yeah, you're on the latest mode. One monitor, followed by one ironclad. So you'll be in the right ratio, but it's just... We're just going to make sure we've got a little bit of demand for things. A bit of a sanity check and stuff, and then we're going to expand. I don't know. I think I might go for like 20 and 20 to start off with. Just kind of arbitrarily. I don't know. Can we check the Navy size? Flotilla is 18. So, yeah, actually, that would far exceed China. What about Russia? No, their stuff might be far away. Okay, they have a lot more. That's very interesting. Still thinking we're going to start with Brunei. Hopefully you're still independent. You are. Good. We are on a bit of a clock there. Improved fertilizer. Thank you. Okay, that's level 4 tech, so that's going to take... 7 years isn't bad. I don't need the steam donkey, but what about going to threshing machine? Although I think this is just another labor-saving thing, right? Which we don't need. Yeah, no. Pump jacks, though, unlocks oil rigs. I don't know if we've got much of that. I wonder, do we have rubber? We might get rubber. Vacuum canning is... Does this use electricity? Uses oil. We produce a little bit from our... whaling stations. On the other hand, yeah, we're going to move towards steel frame buildings. That's going to be our next move. Obviously, we'll have to massively embiggen our steel industry. But yeah. Okay. This is progressing. Yeah, coal is basically... It's super cheap right now. Yeah, we have to do this too. Tell you what. You're going to go to condensing pumps, and you're going to get dynamite going. Okay, we're letting time tick. We're going to check. Okay, that's still fine. It is going to make iron basically worth nothing here. Okay, we clearly don't have to build more iron mines, but as we build more steel mills, we'll be consuming more and more iron, so the need will come. And it's going to be okay. More universities coming in. We might need another 1 or 2 to cap ourselves out as well. We're nearly at the cap, which is a good place to be. Unrealized tax is still redonkulous. Of course, it's not as simple as adding an extra 43K to our industry because we're paying for the government buildings, we're paying for the paper, we're paying for the goods, or we're paying for the wages. Now, yeah, see, this is still fluctuating. I could just... Munitions plants kicking in, okay. Yeah, they'll finish. We're going to do our upgrade on our troops. Naval bases started is good. If I went over to our food industries, yeah, see, look at these earnings. And I know it says it's going to go negative. I guess maybe I'll let these finish and then see what happens. But I strongly suspect these will continue to be profitable here. And again, what we're going to be doing is providing cheap groceries in some states. I mean, only slightly cheaper, just the one food industry. But I think it's good for the sphere of living. Standard of living. I do that every time. How is our transportation fees? Okay, they're relatively reasonable. Again, right now our railways are not any advanced modes. I think I'm going to go and enable wooden passenger carriages here. This is going to stop railway construction, basically, because they're not going to be profitable anymore, but that's okay. We were fine on infrastructure. The reason I didn't do it before is because I wanted to make sure things were building and were being fully employed to satisfy the infrastructure side. Now we're good over there, so I think that's going to be okay. All right, munitions plant. I'm going to go ahead and order the upgrade all units. Because that has started. And then maybe what we'll do is we'll take a look at our goods market over here and see what we have, what's expensive and has a reasonable shortage. Well, maybe munitions, but they might still be hiring. Can we even build? No, we can't build an opium plantation. Right now, there's no actual buy orders. If we set certain modes on our military, then there would be. But so far, so good. Okay, fertilizer. Now, we could do it through livestock ranches, and actually some of them are fairly profitable, but I think we're really willing to move away from the agricultural side of things. So, oh, what was our shortage on fertilizer? 103. Oh, well, one of these will basically cover it. Okay, done. Next, furniture. This is fancy furniture. And glass. Oh, we should probably get glass ready to go. Oh, we're going to do some mode changes for our glass is what we're going to do, which is going to increase the demand for lead, but that's fine. Let me just check. These guys are all there. That's just mechanized looms, which is fine. Okay, we're going to go right to crystal glass and bone china. This, I think we're going to have a lead shortage, but that's fine. We're going to go improved fertilizer here as well, actually. Oh, we didn't have a fertilizer plant at all. We're building our first one. We're going to go with the better explosive factories. Yeah, not profitable. It'll work out just fine. I have faith here. Munitions, we want you on the latest mode as well. Okay. Unpause. Yeah, lead shortage, 160. Which is exactly 2 lead industries we're going to put at the top here. I mean, we need some for the munitions, but we also need some for the glass. Money's still generally good, fluctuating depending on what we're building. Modern sewerage is done, so now we're going to go with steel frame building. Lead is still being built, yeah? Yes, it is. I think we have to get ready for more steel demand. Okay, I'll go negative. It's going to be fine. And I think we're probably going to need more glass buildings as well. And these are still quite profitable, so I'm going to build a ton of those too. Because if we take a look at the mode here, steel frame building is going to consume a ton, well, a ton more tools as well, but more steel, more glass, more explosives. Okay, that's good to know. Are we... Okay, lead mines are still coming in. That's right. Kansai Army must be missing a general. They are. Industrialists. Yeah, let's get an industrialist in here, please. Heck, I might want to promote the industrialist guy. For whom the bell tolls. The aged Kon Ogata, leader of the intelligentsia, unexpectedly expired mid-campaign. Popular inept candidate. More momentum for the Constitutional Party. Or no, this is fine. We want momentum for that. Please. Oh, there's support for propertied women. Yes. The monks oppose this. Deal with it. Unacceptable government. Well, we're about to get an election, so it'll be okay. Hopefully. Suckling over here. Well, they probably need some more buildings. Yeah, you have a bunch of peasants. Now, this is one of those times when I do kind of wish there was a mode where you could just say, you know, like, and I've talked about this before, right? If I do this, I can get a list of earnings for cotton plantations. What would be great is show me all the buildings I can build in Sakhalin, which I'm sure is not how it's pronounced, but deal with it, by earning potential. So what would make the most money here? Honestly, this would be a great place for a steel plant, I suspect. No, it's suspected negative. Art's positive. Oh, probably negative because right now we're overbuilding steel, but that's not going to be a problem for long. I will build a steel mill because the thing is it's got both iron and coal over here. So that's going to be a great place for it. Hell, I'm going to go and cancel those 2 steel mills there. And I'm going to updoot this one here to try to get them some more work soon. Port of gin and beer. Momentum for the Imperial Party. No. Now, none of it's perfect. Open hearth process. Okay. That was just auto spread to us, which is great. I'm going to switch the steel mill to this right now, even though it might make those unprofitable temporarily, because it might be making more steel than we need. We got a while before the steel frame building, so maybe it's crazy. Although I think engine prices were still pretty high too. And that would consume some more steel. I go for some economy of scale, but I mean, it is more profitable here. There we go. Let's do that. I think we're going to need a bunch more soon too. Japanese women's travel. Plus 10% success chance. Great. Maybe a bigger publisher. What's the expected value here? I don't know, but you know what? I'm going to go for the guaranteed 10%. I think it breaks the same, right? 66 plus 20, 33% minus 10. I think that comes out to the expected value of plus 10 anyway, so I don't think it matters which one. I might be wrong. Just doing back of the brain math on the fly while recording is not the smartest thing to do. Okay, yeah. I think hopefully the steel mill here employs people. We could consider like one livestock ranch, which will probably be profitable. Not much. Not much. Yeah. We could build some government buildings. We could get them a university. People will definitely go and like operate in university, but I'm not sure it's busy enough to justify it. Yeah, these can't hire. The subsistence farms and annual wage is 0.95. They definitely pay more here, but it might be a qualification thing. And yeah, steel's not worth much, although the input goods are really cheap, especially locally there. Popular playwright endorses this, plus 10% chance. Nice. This is not going to be like interventionism. It is not going to sit in political hell forever. Glassworks, motor industries. Yep. We may have built the extra steel and glass a little early, but that's fine. Let's take a look at our market situation here. Yeah, we could probably just, as a good profitable business for people, let's build a couple. Just make sure they're operating. Some good paying jobs. It helps with the standard of living as well. But it doesn't necessarily do the push forward as we were looking for. Tools industry. Any mode changes? No, because there's just this, which just reduced the number of workers. I think we could legit build some more tooling workshops. I don't think there's too much of a shortage. These are really profitable though. All right, let's do that. And lots of businesses benefit from having cheap tools. So it should be good for the economy. I'm actually going to alt-click a couple of these up at the top here. All right, we're up to consideration phase. Authority is negative currently. Populism of a shogun is part of it. Again, we could get more authority if I was willing to pass state religion, but I don't think I wanna. United States started to conquer Dutch East Indies. Really? Okay. Although those are mine. Okay, Navy. Let's go to 10 for now. So we've currently one light. Sorry, 10 of each. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then shift click for 5. And yeah, I'm gonna start them all in Kansai because of the higher population. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that. But we'll probably need some in Kanto as well. All right. You build this. Our armies have been upgraded to the latest tech. I'm not worried about this organization anymore. This sort of one away or anything like that. Let me go and smush everything together into one big group. And, oh, we don't have any artillery at all. Okay. So yeah, I think I did go and build one artillery place. We'll spread this out. So that's going to be 20 artillery. So we could have one army that's like 20 infantry, 20 artillery. Ready to go. Ironclads goods shortage. We are producing some, are we not? Oh yeah, but you're not hired yet. Okay, engine prices are high, but now there's a demand for this. You'll probably start to hire. We could subsidize this temporarily as well. But it should hire. Well, let's turn this on. Oh, it instantly drops. There's not enough demand to sustain it. That's the issue. Now, also the engine prices are higher, but we are going to be dealing with this. So, okay, there'll be more demand for the ironclads. You'll start to hire. It's going to be fine. We'll probably get a legitimate shortage soon. Buddhist monks don't love me right now, but deal with it. I'm suppressing you, right? No, I'm not. Am I suppressing the shogunate? I don't think I can. Yeah, because you're in government. We really need to knock you out of there. Realism for Arts Academy. I don't think we have Arts Academies, do we? No. Now, service is expensive. This would make them basically nothing, but it would certainly help our standard of living. You know what? I'm going to do it. It is going to increase the transportation costs in these states, although we can counter it with this, which will consume more engines. Tank the transportation costs. We could just build railroad roads. No. I think we have to go and move to the most advanced version of these urban centers at this point. Cheap transportation is really good, like, because our pops do consume it as is. It also gives us the option of enabling it on some of these modes, or some of these buildings, which actually is probably a good idea. I mean, you still have a lot of peasants, but it wouldn't surprise me. It's actually not profitable, which is interesting, because it's going to shoot up the price of transportation so much. But I suspect, well, you don't even have an urban center yet, so that's part of it. But we may want to build it in these places. You used to have tons of peasants. Tons of people are moving to Hokkaido. We definitely do have to do more hiring here. You got your gold mines, which is great. Property women, more workforce, which technically we don't need right now, but I'm still happy to do it. Yeah, at some point the electricity kicks in. We're going to need a lot more coal mines for that. Well, I don't think the coal consumption for the electricity happens immediately, right? I think that's an unlock later. Ooh, I don't remember. Motor industries a go. And yeah, build all these naval bases, which are going to come out of my pocketbook here. Although what we can do is we can keep alt-clicking things as various costs go up. Do these... Oh, we should make sure you're on Power of the Purse immediately. Also, do we want to consider these modes here? Yeah, we definitely want extra supplies. So now when we activate our armies, they're going to consume 50% more of everything. So we're really going to have... Is there a quick way to see what our consumption is? Well, I think it's with our current configuration... Okay, 2 small arms per and 1 ammunition. So we've got, let's say, 70. So 140 small arms is what we do at peace. And then it'll be 50% more than that, so 210? So we want our small arms production to be around the 200 mark. I guess we'd go to the market at that point. Look at small arms. And we are producing 200... Oh, 191 is coming from trade routes. We're only getting 30 from Arden's Industries, so let's do that. Are we on the latest modes? We actually haven't unlocked the rifles mode. Okay, if we unlock rifles, then all we need is 4 of these to make 200 arms, which means at peace, the arms price will be fairly low. At war, they'll be just above average, which seems okay. So here's what I propose. We go ahead, sure, Kansai is fine. We're going to build 3 more of these, and maybe what we'll do is we'll look at pick up rifling, which is auto-spreading to us. So actually, maybe what I'll do is I'll research shell gun. Let the rifling spread to us automatically. We'll pick up shell gun, because we're going to want the better artillery mode as well. And then that leads us also to breech loading artillery, which is going to be kind of nice. Okay. Building these. Can we get the game to run a little faster? Now, construction will go a heckin' ton faster once we get steel frame buildings. And I suspect we're going to have to all-click still I guess we could take a look over here. This is going to need another 900 glass, 800 steel. Do we have a surplus of both of those? I suspect the answer is no. Yeah, glass, we actually have a slight deficit as is. And steel, this might not be accurate. Okay, we have this. It's possible because we may have overbuilt our steel mills, they might not be fully hired. But they are. Now, we are definitely going to have to make sure to preemptively build more of those. What I'll do is I'll start an alt-click trickle of these. So first, an alt-click of a single glass. Just because I want to finish the tooling, but I also want to get these naval bases going. We're going to start bringing them in. There we go. That tool is done. So now let's also throw in... See, the steel doesn't think it's... Well, right now it wouldn't be profitable. We'll throw one in anyway. The glass is, though, which is kind of nice that we could go and spam a bunch of that and turn a profit already. This might require us to go and invest in more lead mines. but that's okay. Now, I guess maybe as long as it's profitable. In the place with the highest earning listed, I'm going to alt-click there. Okay, anything else would be negative. That's fine. Let me bring you up, bring you up, bring you up. Just finish those. That's going to be okay. So we're slowing down our naval bases, but I think for a very good reason. Because actually, the steel frame buildings are coming soon. And then if we get the steel frame buildings running, we'll be building naval bases that much faster. Investment pool is empty, but we're still turning a profit currently, you know, because we're splitting the costs. If we're building pure naval bases, almost certainly we'll go quite negative here. Now, this to me is like, oh, maybe I could build more construction sectors. But again, this is about to go burr over here, and we might actually find ourselves in a dire strait. If we go and, well, first of all, some of these, we no longer need anything. This is no longer going to use wood or fabric. So let's stop tracking the price of wood and fabric, because those are going to go and tank to like nothingness in a second here. And instead, we will track glass and steel. Okay, try to keep an eye on that. Does it increase the amount of tools? Oh yeah, it doubles the consumption of tools. Okay, so in a very similar way, I think the right thing for us to do is to go into the tools over here and build as many as would be profitable now. Now, obviously, this is going to take more inputs. Maybe I'll stop at 15. And alt-click, alt-click, alt-click. You guys back to the top here because you were nearly done. Okay. So, I mean, certainly, this is probably going to cause the price of tools to go below average, although apparently still profitable for these places. But yeah, we're about to consume so many more. I'm expecting shortages. But what we can do is we can convert just some of the constructions at a time. Okay, into artillery goods shortage, I think we will do, first of all, you're on the most advanced mode we can, which isn't much right now. Also, hardwood. But yeah, you're not employing anyone, so it's kind of moot. Although it is interesting that the price of hardwood is higher. And actually, we're going to need less regular wood, less softwood here as we pull it out of our construction. So I'm going to go and convert, let's say this one over here to some hardwood production. There we go. Tank the price of hardwood. And that's okay. And we might make some more adjustments later. I suspect the lumber industry is going to take a bit of a downhill swing as the need for lumber just drops suddenly. And yeah, there might be a little bit of reordering here. And again, we might introduce a little bit more glass and a little bit more steel in this. But I mean, I think we also need the tools. So happy we're building. I know the investment pool is over, but again, oh, it's actually 41K we're getting here of free construction. Beautiful. So yeah, we're actually about 2/3 of our construction cost is being paid by the private market. Okay, this is about to click in. We're not running a law currently. It's probably okay. Come on, steel frame building. Okay, price tool. Here, exactly 0. But that's going to change in a second. Right, so rifling spreading, we're going to go for shell gun. So let me do this a little bit at a time here. I'll start with literally the smallest. And then one more over here. This will cause a glass shortage. Okay, so I'm going to respond to that by building at least a couple, and it's going to be at the top of the queue. We'll finish that. I mean, they're still going to be ridiculous in a second. Unacceptable government. Did we have a an election? That is pretty bad. Yeah, okay. Let's throw this in. No longer unacceptable. Pops below standard living. We do have a lot of peasants in those places. Finish the glassworks. Yeah, we'll just keep trickling up. Because the next thing might not be a glass shortage, although probably still. And you guys are on... I guess we could pull back on our bone china mode. That might not be a bad idea. Oh, set you to rifling, please. If I pull back to just ceramics, it says you would lose money. It tanks the price of glass, but... And porcelain goes up like mad. Okay. Actually, I don't want to take your porcelain income away from you. Foreign manifesto. State religion. No. Although I don't want you to become more radical. I guess I'll just accept the more regular support. But not the radicalism. Because that might cause us way more problems. Yeah. Artillery. Yeah, I think because there's so little of it right now. Although I do want to go and build this. Do we even have artillery? Oh, yeah, no, we got the plus 20 in here. The barracks. So we will have it. Okay, glassworks done. I mean, obviously they're still going to need to hire, but I'm going to go ahead and just steel frame. We could just import some glass for a little while. I wonder. Okay, it's expensive already. It's not a shortage. It's expensive. No, there's really nothing. I thought maybe if the prices go up, there's going to be more that's viable, but no, it's not changing. Okay. Oh, we still have some in the queue? Do we? Glass. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let that finish, and then probably alt-click some more. And it's slowing down the tools, but it turns out it's okay. The tool prices are still below average here. I still think we're going to need a bunch. Although maybe I'll explicitly go and cancel these last two. The levies. Momentum to the Imperial Party. No. Political strength of aristocrats. Agrarian Party. Well, actually, maybe we do this because it will weaken the shogunate. Right, who are still part of the government, but I don't think that was an option, was it? No, we'd have to go down to 24 legitimacy, which is no good. Reinforced concrete, even more construction throughput, which is going to increase some costs. There's our election. Oh, I could do this. So it's not going to be a illegitimate government. It'll be an unacceptable government. But we do this, the shogunate's out. Honorable restoration is going to start clicking again. Good. Yes, let's do that, please. I think that's going to be fine. Yeah, glass still stupid valuable. It kind of wish... There it is, market balance. Okay, only minus 180. It's not that much. These guys are making 70 on that mode, but minus 55 here, yeah. Oh, also, we're going to need more lead. I wonder if we can import some lead. Huge market in... Oh, yeah, we can get a bunch of American, British, and French lead. Yes. Let's do that for now so we can focus on building the glass industry. Oh, well, maybe we still build a little bit of lead. Price is still stupid high? Yeah, still stupid high. Okay. And that's without us changing everything. 1, 2, 3... Okay, you think you're going to go negative at this point. Which seems a little surprising, although maybe it's also because of your inputs, right? You just die here for this level of glass. Should I turn down the ceramics? I don't know. Shell gun. Minus 180. Can we import a bunch of that? We cannot, actually. Let me just throw a couple of die things in here. So I think I want breech loading artillery. Yeah. But also, before we go any further, our artillery foundry, we want to make sure you're on the smooth bores. Oh, you can go to covered market here, which consumes more glass. Yeah, let's not do that right now. Oh, okay. Now if I went down to ceramics, you would be turning a profit. It tanks the price of glass, but we're going to go to full steel frame buildings over here. Glass below average. We're going to finish that. That's fine. And then it's going to go right back up. You can see iron is basically worth nothing all of a sudden. So we might be losing some workers from iron mines as they may be downscaling a little bit. But we can compensate with more steel production, which is then going to go and consume it. Short 900, and yeah, we absolutely cannot import some. So the most important... Look at these earning numbers. Okay, I'll bring you up to 15. We'll call that good for now. Let me just go and finish those because they're nearly done. I'll hold off on the glassworks. But yeah, finish those. Then we're dramatically ramping up our steel industry, which can be profitable both because of high steel demand, but also ridiculously cheap iron prices. This is going to boost the price of coal, which I realize I want to track. It's not one of our construction goods, but it's pretty important, I think, for us to keep an eye on this. I don't know if I've properly acknowledged this, but this new outliner in 1.6, excellent. I wasn't making use of this goods section for a while. So good, so very useful to keep an eye on things. So right now coal is cheap, which is great. That price is going to go up as we get more of our steel foundries going on, but that's fine. And yeah, right now our construction rate is gone up dramatically. We are running a massive deficit, though, all of a sudden. Now, partially is because we're paying through the nose for the steel, which is about to get corrected. But we had this buffer in here, which is good. I mean, it might still be like more construction than we can legitimately handle. Maybe I shouldn't have gone up to 20, but even at 18, I think we end up in a very similar place. And in theory, economy go burr. Well, we're still 8th overall. It actually hasn't moved up that much in a little bit here, probably as we make this transition. But yeah, we're going to employ a lot of people in these steel mills. Some mistreatment. Okay. Revise, standard of living. Let's make the Buddhist monks happy. Give us a bureaucracy debuff, which actually would cost about 400. So we go negative here. You know what? Let's just upset the Buddhists. What are they going to do? Be peaceful at us? Ugh, come on. Meditate us as it's harder? Yeah, that's a pretty... That's definitely padding over certain historical things, but still. Labor movement, ad term, da-da-da-da-da-da. We do get some new laws that we could consider passing. All right. It'd be interesting to see how these numbers change with these steel mills as they get built. Yeah, the hiring is rapid here, but the balance is huge. They must be getting offered. Yeah, these wages are fantastic. Really good. So iron price is going to start going up a little bit, which is good because we want to get people working in the iron mines again, just to make sure to like balance all of our industry. Industry? Yeah. Because here's one of the things. If the iron mine's firing people, then they need less tools, although it makes things cheaper. I think ultimately things will rebalance themselves perfectly fine. There you go. Steel price has normalized. We're still building a few steel mills, and that's okay. Glass. We could afford... Oh, well, we are building some glass works in here. In fact, let's make sure the glass works at the top, because right now that represents my biggest construction expense. There we go. And you can see we were running minus 70. Now we're at minus 35. It's possible that the number of people contributing to the investment pool went up, but I don't think so. I think it's mostly we brought down our construction costs by making this more reasonable. And everything here is also good for the economy. These are all excellent paying jobs. So it's not just like constructing construction resources so that we can construct more construction resources. It is moving the country forward. This might actually be legitimate at this point. No, it's not. But I am excited to get these naval bases working now. All right, Russia. We might have some words here. Tools are always cheap, but I guess I'll let this finish anyway. It's fine. Glass is still a little bit higher. I bet you they'd be pretty profitable, and they are. Let's go ahead. There you go. I'm gonna do that. Honorable restoration is completed. Huzzah! Meiji is our new shogun, so the Meiji restoration is happening. Maybe a little later, 1882, but it worked. Shogunate has fallen from power, and the Emperor Meiji has restored the political primacy of the monarchy. This momentous occasion marks the end of centuries of shogunate rule in the Empire of Japan. New flag, baby. And heralds a new era of modernization and reforms. The Emperor must choose political allies carefully, so we can either side with the intellectuals or the industrialists. I think we'll just go industrialists, because I think they're more likely to have more laws we'd be interested in the short term. That's actually an interesting question. Let me minimize this for a sec. Since we already have interventionism. You know what? I think we're going to side with the intellectuals. Especially, we might be able to get public schools through them. Follow the samurai. The Empire of Japan succeeded in reforming the armed forces and putting an end to backward system feudalism. Oh yeah, so when we get the Meiji Restoration, we get 3 journal entries. 3 restoration journal entries. One of them is the end of the samurai. It instantly completed. It's based on having your not being on no organized training, and I think a couple other things as well. Professional, not being a peasant army, all those things. So that instantly completes. Let them keep their status as officers and nobles. Minus 25% military research speed. Samurai lose the Bukufu ideology, which is pro-monarchy, serfdom, and autocracy. Or the end of the samurai is over. Okay, officers and servicemen become more radical. They still lose that, and this guy dies. These are traditionalists. Actually, getting rid of him might be a really good idea. I mean, this is just an instant thing, but that is going to be... I don't know how many radicals this is going to represent. Oh, I can mouse over. Population 14K. Oh, yeah, that's actually not going to be a significant percentage change into this. And I think resetting the leader of the... Role politician, interest group. Are you the leader of it, Togo? I go and check the... Well, you're not even influential. You know what? All right, we'll just do that. It's fine. Okay. So, industrialized Japan, more than 70% of eligible states have a level 5 urban center. So, and a railway. I think everyone's got the railway, so we just need to build more buildings that generate urbanism so that we get more urban centers in more places, which is going to happen kind of naturally. And Sokaku. Resist foreign influence, now time. Oh, this should happen immediately. We don't have any of these things. There you go. And Sokaku is completed. Good. So it's just the industrialism that has to be changed to be run to the Meiji Restoration. So what we could do for this, if we are concerned, we could see states where urban centers are less than 5. Okay, so the most obvious one short term would be Shogoku over here, which is at a 4. So we can build more things. Hey, do you happen to have a tax imbalance? You do. Well, tell you what we're going to do then. Let's build you. Because apparently these lead to a lot of urbanization. Let's slap a couple in there. I'll click at the top of the queue. Was it the most important thing in the universe? I don't know. Actually, let's finish the glassworks first. Still want to bring down my construction costs, but we'll put that in there. I mean, you have a tax shortage, so theoretically it sort of pays for itself anyway. And it does seem to contribute a lot of urbanization. There's probably a great page on a wiki somewhere that has, like, buildings ranked by urbanization amount. But this must be 20 per, which seems like a lot. And we'll keep doing that until you've got 5, and then we'll work on the next thing. I mean, Hokkaido might be a great target. It is growing in peasants. It's got its first urban center, which is lovely. Didn't have that for a bit. Service costs still high, so needs more urban centers for that to happen. Yeah. And again, you have both coal and iron. If we need more steel, this might be a good place for it. Although right now, iron prices are... I mean, not dirt cheap, but they're not great. Oh, the lead would be quite a big earn. There we go. We'll put that in. That is at the bottom of the queue, but that's probably okay. I still want to finish these things. Barracks, arms industries. So, our navy... So I think we've built all the stations. Now they just have to be, like, the equivalent of recruiting. I said building the actual ships, because we got the shipyards. But I think it's the equivalent of, like, hiring up the troops. Like, even if you set up these new infantry divisions or whatever here, they still have to be hired. Breach loading artillery. Oh, right, which is also an unlock over there. Now, I don't remember if we have the research debuff right now. Did we click the button that has that? I think we can live without these things right now. Although repeaters would be a new arms industry tech, which might be nice. Economy scale, rotary valve. And yeah, it's just a labor saver. Steam donkey's the same. Do we want to do anything in the society research? I really don't look at it as often, but maybe I should. I mean, we did a long time ago. Oh no, we still have frontier colonization. I considered going colonial exploitation, but we don't have that. Is there any reason to go quinine then? Not really. I mean, it does lead to more... No, we don't need that. We might want the prestige boost. Honestly, I kind of think we're going to keep hammering away over here in the military. Field hospitals would be quite good. We would need some opium, which we can't produce locally, though. Oh, reduce war exhaustion from casualties. There we are. Okay, money going up. Oh, we're not using all of our construction potential right now, so that's part of it. All the construction goods are fine. I think we need some universities. Barely, but we do. Tell you what, let's go and build... What category am I looking for? Right over here. In Shogu, because it says urbanization. It does. Good. We'll do that. How much do we need? I'm not clear. Enough urbanization. One level is created for each 4 urbanization in the state. One level for each 4? Oh, there we go. Every 100 urbanization creates 1 level. I would say each 4. Because it's, in fact, 1 level is created for each 100. I mean, it's currently got 4. This must just be an error on this page, right? Like, I'm not misreading this. It should be 1 level of urban centers created for each 100 urbanization in the state. Shogokoku has 495 urbanization. Therefore, we have 4 urban centers. Yeah, I'm sure this is a typo on this page. But we just need to construct 1 more of the buildings, which is going to happen. Here, actually, just finished. Which, presumably, there you go, level 5. All right. So 60%. So we need 1 more state to have this. So let's figure out where we want to focus. So these are urban centers. Yeah, it's going to be Hokkaido or Shikoku. Now, you actually have more people here. We have not given enough love to this place. Also, you have a shortage of lead. Too bad you can't build the lead here. But yeah, let's fix our lead shortage. Which could be in Hokkaido. Now, this is not going to give a lot of industrialization. Urbanization, I should say. Just the 10. What's our lead shortage? 500. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can go to 7. Let's call 6 for now. I think we'll still have a slight deficit. But that'll fix the overall shortage issue. Wow, that's real bad. And then over here, would a sulfur mine be profitable for you? It would. I mean, that's not a lot of urbanization. But let's get a little one in there. How's your tax? Oops, that's not where I want to go. Okay, you don't have a tax shortage, so it's not really easy to justify this. Universities, we are over the cap. Although I might go ahead and build you 1 university. It's 20 urbanization. Yep, good. And then, yeah, we're going to be looking for industry stuff. Oh, I would love to have you have a food industry, please. Modernizing the arsenal. Excellent. In migration, again, that would be entirely internal. Let's get a tech boost. That's what we're going to do. Oh, City of Plenty. And again, our higher tier people are having a really easy time meeting their needs. So we're going to go ahead and take the option that increases the requirements there, and that's going to be fine. What else might be profitable for you? Do you have a logging? You do have logging camps. So we'll throw the paper mill. It might not be the biggest moneymaker. We want these to be productive so that they actually hire people. Lots of urbanization from the arts, and we don't have much. Maybe you could be an artsy area. Okay, so you're already gotten to level 2, which is great. And yeah, we're gonna keep building here and just try to get you to be the next urban center by building basically anything that might be profitable. I'm not looking at sort of the big picture in our empire, although we could take a quick look at the market just to see. Okay, what is expensive? We still need some fertilizer. And the food industry, we're building some food. And apparently clippers. I don't know why we're still using clippers. I might not have switched everything over. We'll see. I might build a second food place over here. But buildings. Oh, you're still using clippers. How do we get industrial port? Gantry crane. Because then we could move completely out of clippers. Telegram's good. Gantry crane. I think that's under... Or no, that is under military, isn't it? Right over here. Okay, it is auto-spreading. We'll finish the telegram... No, let's do the crane first. Just because it helps us immediately. This is only going to matter once we get into a war. Let's say it is auto-spreading. Let me do this. Since it's already spreading to something desirable, we'll let it finish that way, I suppose. Oh, our queue's empty. Well, whoops. Okay, you still have lots of peasants and things. Groovy. Again, these don't give much urbanization. I'd rather do industry. Oh yeah, we definitely did need the fertilizers. Furniture, very profitable. Textiles. I mean, obviously focusing would be good, but from this screen, it's kind of annoying. Arms industry. Yeah, maybe not. And then we might just add some more levels to our existing buildings after these are done. Well, actually, I should probably queue in some more. Is this still profitable? Not much. Art's still fine. We might be able to get a quest for an arts thing. Since we have our first arts academy, did it give us a quest? No, wants us to research zeppelins. I don't know if that's going to happen. Still thinks the furniture is going to make a lot of money. And the textiles. Okay, let's do that. You could do cotton as well. You've got some dye. Throw in one cotton just to help feed the textiles mill. Have a little bit of local production for it. Oh gosh, I got to put a cut in here. This is a double-length episode. Kill my voice. And then run out of things for the week. Which isn't what I want to do. Iron price is still super cheap, right? Well, not super cheap. It's just the one left, right? Oh, no, that's not true. Okay, let's get all these smaller ones over to the latest. We'll just leave Kanto for now. Actually, Kanto is running the condensing pumps, which I guess is fine. Just not dynamite, because it would add an explosives requirement. Although maybe that's okay. You have sulfur mine. Fertilizer. Let me plan 3 more explosive factories here. It's not necessarily going to be an immediate shortage. I'm going to switch to dynamite mode here, and it'll tank the price of iron, so be it. And then these explosives plants in Shikoku should be very profitable. Higher, level 3 urban center. Okay, that's going well. So that's what we're going to try to continue next episode. We're going to try to finish the Meiji restoration. I don't know what the benefit's going to be for this, a renewed Japan, but it's probably good. We'll find out next time. Probably, literally next time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon. And maybe we take a stab at Brunei. All right, bye-bye.